Now, we are approaching the one-year mark since Hurricane Helene made landfall. Helene is responsible for nearly $60 billion of damage in North Carolina. It's the costliest natural disaster in history for the state. Mountain communities in North Carolina are still putting in the hard work to rebuild nearly a year later. This week, we're bringing you the stories of those who survived and honoring those who stepped up to help their community. I'm joined right now by Jake Jarvis. Jake was honored with a local award called the America's Hardest Worker due to his work done during the recovery post-Helene. Jake, thank you so much for being with us. I want to start with you first, though, because I think a lot of people overlook this aspect. You were impacted, your family, by Helene. Can you talk to us about what it was like in the immediate aftermath?
We immediately went to help our neighbors when it happened. You know, it was still raining, and my daughter and I jumped in the only machine we had here at our shop, and just took off up the road and started trying to help neighbors that had trees on their homes and help them get out. And that turned into a day and a half to just get back to the main highway for us and my neighbors.
And Jake, it started out with just your neighbors, right? A day and a half. And truly, you've been working around the clock. You've been helping people with your business, Precision Grading. Can you explain some of the work that you've done in the community since Helene?
We've done everything from, rescues in the beginning to access. A lot of people don't have bridges, and, we've been building a lot of bridges. A lot of people's driveways and roads were just gone because the river had took them. We redid that. Foundations hanging in the air, such as the one that I see on the show right now. That one, we finally got to today, and yesterday. But a lot of people's homes at risk. We've done a lot of demolition and hauling people's homes off, and as far as all the way to footings and backfill on their new homes, trying to help them just recover and come home.
Jake, I think when we look at these videos, not only do you have a special skill set, you have the tools, you have the great work ethic, but I want to ask you about how you are dealing with everything since Helene. I mean, you're working 7 days a week to help others, and it's not easy. I mean, not just the physical aspect, but the emotional toll of what you are facing each and every day.
Yes, sir. The toll is tough. It's tough on my family. It's me and my daughter, and we've struggled. Because we haven't really took any vacations. We've took 2 weekends total, and it's just been, we see a lot of devastation every day, so it's hard to come home and just relax and forget it. So, like I come home and I work on equipment such as I'm doing right now. My guys are still in Batcave pouring concrete on the one being pictured there. They're on the salary too. Nobody else has missed salary except me. I pay them just as a normal week and overtime and whatever they need. And, we've just survived paying them and keeping the equipment up by donations only, which that's stressful because you never know what tomorrow's going to bring. And machines are very, very expensive to run. They have, in the environment we're in, they have breakdowns often because of the boulders and just the horrible conditions. It's a fight financially, it's a fight mentally, it's a fight physically. It's just been, I lost 60 pounds. I mean, it's took its toll for sure. I think I've aged about 5 years too, but it's okay.
It speaks to your incredible heart. And I think when people hear your story, they've seen your story. I know I learned about you about 7 days after Helene. I went out there and I was seeing all the Facebook posts about the incredible work. People, they want to help too. Is there a way that they can donate so that your mission can continue on?
Yes, sir. We have on our page, we have a donation link. And we also, I accept donations by mail and also cards by mail. It just nice cards. They pick up your spirits at the end of the day when you come home and you have letters from people that you never met, but it does, keep me positive and keep me going. And a lot of prayers, we need those too. But we do have a Venmo account, and we have a, mailing address on our page if you'd like to look at it.
Yeah, and we will share that on foxweather.com. Jake, when we were talking, it just made me think I'm a father, and you had mentioned your daughter. And I just want to ask you, what has it been like in the last year just day to day, right? We talked about that, trying to find that normalcy, her maybe going back to school or seeing her friends, or can you kind of give us an insight of what it's just like as a father, as somebody who's just trying to take care of their family too amidst all of this?
Yeah, it's been tough, but she's an amazing little girl. She's way ahead of her time as far as her mentality. She loves helping people too. Right now, she's on her 2-week break, and she couldn't wait to go back to work with me, and doesn't, can't wait to get out of school and me pick her up and go to work. She's just a miracle child, really, because of the way she's handled this. And I'll be tearing somebody's house down, that, or the remains of somebody's house, and they're standing there watching me in tears. And I'll look out my window in my Traco a lot of times, and I'll see Maya, my daughter, just rubbing their back or hugging them or playing with them, the elderly people that live there all their lives. And she's been a huge support to just keeping people positive and keeping their mind off of the reality of what is going on, like their home being torn down of 75 years. I mean, we've had that happen multiple times, so.
Yeah, just having that sense of somebody being there for you, right? That support in the worst of time. I tell you what, Maya's got a great role model right by her side with you, Jake. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us here on Fox Weather and all the work that you've done for so many in need. Thank you again, Jake.